Good morning. It's July 1st, and that means it's time for a reset. Well, guys, we made it to the beach, but I'm actually so upset. Hello? Where's the sunrise that I was promised? When I do monthly resets, I love starting the new month at the beach. I just feel like even if I don't touch the water, the ocean just reminds me of washing away the past, bringing in the new, life comes and goes in waves, blah, 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 blah. I know it's cheesy, but the ocean really brings me a lot of peace, especially because I grew up in the ocean. And so every new month, I like to try to come to the beach in the morning. And I checked the weather yesterday, and it said that it was gonna be a beautiful, clear sunrise. So I was so excited, but clearly it's not. It's super, super foggy, but that's okay. We made it. That's what matters. It's 5:53. Now that I'm a little bit more awake, that drive and Celsius kind of revived me. I'll tell you guys what we're doing today. So I have my journal with me. I'm gonna chill here in my car and journal. If you guys are curious about what I'm journaling, I have an entire journaling routine video posted, so feel free to go check that out. But every new month, I just like to journal a little catch up, kind of reflect on my goals, how I'm doing, how I'm feeling, and I do that in this journal. So I'm gonna sit here and do that. And then on top of that, today is Saturday, which means it is my long run day. So I brought my gym bag over there, and after I'm done journaling, we are going to go on a 5-mile run. And you guys might be thinking, how is she allowed to do this? How is she allowed to drive herself to the beach at 5:30 in the morning and then go on a run alone? Is she not gonna get kidnapped? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know how I feel comfortable doing that. I guess I just do, and I just knock on wood that there's no creepy people wandering around the streets while I'm running in the morning. Even though the sunrise was a little bit of a fail, I'm gonna sit here and journal, and then we are gonna go on a run.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
We're back in the car. I got out to journal, but I wanted to share some of my goals with you guys. They're kind of similar to my last month's goals, but I just want to reinforce them. So I want to run 6 miles because I'm running 5 today, so upping my mileage, increasing the intensity. I want to read 2 books, hit 75K on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe to help me reach my goals. I want to deeper connection with friends and be present, because sometimes when I'm with people, I tend to like zone out and think about the future or stress about things happening in my life. And when I'm with people, I really just want to work on being present and being there with them. So that's really important to me this month. I want to spend more time alone like I'm doing right now, taking myself on solo dates. My boyfriend is leaving and we're going to do long distance in 4 days. So I'm going to have a lot more time alone, so I want to work on my own relationship with myself. I want to find happiness in the small things, really just romanticize life. I want to track my macros consistently. If you guys watched my last video, you know I am tracking macros right now. And I want to be very consistent with that, because I noticed that when I do track macros, I do notice a difference in my lifts and just like overall how good I feel. So now that I have time, I am tracking macros and I'll keep you guys updated. I'm also trying to drink 2 of these a day and just get more sleep, because my sleep schedule has been really messed up right now. So those are my goals for this July. Super exciting. Down here I have all of my running stuff. This beach isn't where I want to run, so I'm gonna drive over to the area that I want to run in. Then we're gonna do a quick change in my car and we are gonna be off. I think what I'm gonna do is go find a coffee shop, and I'm gonna park my car in front of the coffee shop. And because I have to run 5 miles today, I'll run 2.5 miles out, 2.5 miles back, so that I can end at the coffee shop, and then I will finish this morning with some coffee. So that's the plan. Let's go on a 5-mile run. Hopefully the ocean isn't too loud, but coffee is acquired. I always get the same thing every single time that I go. It's just plain coffee with almond milk, and then sometimes I'll get sugar-free vanilla syrup to sweeten it, or I'll just put like stevia in. Today I should stevia, so today it is so good. I went to a place called Verve, and I'm pretty sure it's only in California, but if any of you guys are kind of on the coast of California, LA area, definitely try it because it's so good. I just feel like you can really taste the quality of the coffee more than you can at like Starbucks or places like that. This is my view right now. I'm watching the surfers. I took out my AirPods to talk to you guys, but I'm also listening to a podcast. So I'm probably just gonna hang out here for a little bit, watch the waves, listen to my podcast, drink my coffee. I just feel so accomplished after my run, and honestly, today's run went really well. Like, I didn't have any cramps, I didn't have any trouble breathing, my feet didn't hurt. The only thing that did happen is because I ate something this morning, I had that granola bar that I showed you guys, actually two, and a Celsius. It kind of all mixed in my stomach, and so I had like a few stomach issues, like my stomach kind of hurt. But it's okay, it's done. I'm so proud of myself for getting up here, waking up early, just getting out there. And this is literally just the perfect way to start my month. And I did all of this by 8 in the morning. So that's literally amazing. But yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here for like probably 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna walk back to my car and we are gonna go home. Take a guess where we're going. Call me crazy for running 5 miles and then going to a hot Pilates class, but my boyfriend's mom invited me to go to a class with her, and I can't say no to that invitation. It's calling my name. So I've been home, I was relaxing, I kind of just laid in bed, rested my eyes, scrolled on TikTok a little bit because I was super tired from waking up so early. But now it is 10 o'clock. And we are ready for Pilates. This class is like an hour with medium to low heat, and it's a lot of like HIIT and weights. So hopefully I can survive. Hopefully I make it through. My legs aren't too sore, so feeling good. Let's go do some hot Pilates. This is such an active start to the month of July. You guys, I'm back home hydrating because that class killed me. I had to stop so many times to take breaks in that class because I actually thought my legs were gonna fall off, and I was literally drenched in sweat. So I don't know if a 5-mile run and hot Pilates was the best choice, but it's done, it's over. I feel great, I feel accomplished. Hopefully my body feels okay tomorrow because that's when I'm gonna feel it. I'm drinking lots of water because when you do super intense workouts like that, drinking a lot of water helps with like cramping, and you just have to refuel and rehydrate yourself. I also had electrolytes, and I used the ones from LMNT. I've worked with them before. This video isn't sponsored or anything, but I really like those electrolytes. So if you guys are curious, those are the ones I use. I honestly did not get very much sleep last night. I went to bed pretty late because I was at a surprise birthday party. So I'm actually exhausted because I woke up so early this morning. And later today at 2 o'clock, Grant's family is gonna come over and we're having a swim barbecue day because it's supposed to be 100 degrees today. So it's only 12 o'clock right now. I've done all of this and it's only 12, which feels so good. But I'm about to literally just take a nap and lay in bed and chill because I've been go, go, go all day, and I need to catch up on sleep. The way that my mind works and what works for me is that mornings are when I'm the most productive. I feel the best, I will do the most. I just love mornings. But in the middle of the day, I always hit like a slump, or I went to bed super late or stuff like that. Especially on the days that I go to bed super late, rather than sleeping in through the morning, I'll still get myself to wake up early because I know that's what makes me feel my best. That's what sets my day up to be the most productive. So I'll still wake up early, but then I'll just make sure that I take a nap in the middle of the day. And I know that it's not quite the same because like the depth of sleep that you reach during night is not equivalent to a nap. But it works for me, and I love my mornings and I need my mornings. So to me, I will always choose the mornings and a nap over sleeping through the mornings and then staying awake all day. So we'll be hydrating and napping for the next 2 hours, and I'll pick up the camera when it's time to barbecue. Good morning. I just woke up. It is 3 o'clock. I changed into my swimsuit, obviously. That was genuinely the most blessed nap of my entire life. Like, I feel rejuvenated. I'm literally an entirely different person. I don't like to nap all the time because I just feel like it's a waste of the daylight. But I will say, when I do nap, I just feel so much better after, like when I really need it. So this is a reminder that it's okay to have days where you feel like you're less productive, and it's okay to do things where you feel like you're being less productive, because sometimes being less productive is the most productive thing for you. So now we are in our swimsuit. This top is from Shein, and then my swimsuit bottoms are from Athleta. Grant and his family are coming over right now, so I'm gonna go downstairs, hang out with them. Also, ignore my bed because I don't have any sheets on it because my cat peed all over them. So I'm literally just sleeping with like a fuzzy blanket. But anyways, that's a whole different story. If any of you guys know why cats like pee everywhere inside, please let me know, because this is like a problem. And it's not that he's not potty trained. Like, he knows where his litter box is. Like, it's a whole thing. He just like targets my bed, and it's so weird. Anyways, it's time to go to the pool and tan. Hi guys, so it's actually a few days later. I think today's the 3rd. So we have been in July for all of 3 days. And I thought that I would throw this clip in as like a little bonus edition, because even though it's not the same day, something like very exciting just went down, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me. I just bought the AirPod Maxes, and I'm gonna go pick them up right now, and I'm gonna take you guys along. I've wanted these for so long, but they're so expensive. $500 for a pair of headphones is ridiculous. But I've wanted to treat myself to something for a really long time, because I've been working really hard in a lot of different areas of my life, and I feel like I deserve a reward. I'm gonna use these for like so many different aspects of my life, like traveling, editing YouTube videos, going on walks, my fitness, my job, like so many things. So I feel like the money is worth it. So I ended up buying it, and I also put it on my story, and a lot of you guys swiped up saying it was worth it. So after hearing the pros and the cons and weighing this for a while, I decided to buy them. So I'm super, super excited. I have to go drive an hour to get them, but we're gonna go do it. But before we start driving, I want to give you guys a little recap of my day, because obviously I was talking to you guys a lot about new months, new goals, all of that stuff. And now we are 3 days into this new month, and I want to tell you guys how I have been kind of supporting those, what I told you guys. So this morning I woke up around 7, I ran 3 miles, sticking to my half marathon training plan. And then I went to the gym, and I actually ended up walking like 5 miles, which is really excessive, but I was literally just responding to all of your guys' DMs and watching YouTube, and time just flies by when you keep yourself entertained. So I ended up doing a lot of steps on the treadmill today. And then I also did kind of like a full body, but like upper body focused lift. Then I came home, made myself a high protein breakfast. I also have a protein bar with me for my drive. This is a Built bar. They have 17 grams of protein for 130 calories, which is great. I will say they're a little bit different than most protein bars. They're really chewy, so it's definitely an acquired taste, but they're really good. What else have I been doing? I have been doing so good on my water. I'm so proud of myself. I have my water with me. I just feel really good about July. I will be honest, I just got back from a mental breakdown. My boyfriend leaves not today, but tomorrow. I am gonna go drop him off, but it's just really hard. So I'm gonna be honest, I was just crying all morning. But anyways, we're gonna call this purchase retail therapy maybe, to cope with him leaving. But driving also really helps me. So it's been a lot of up and downs so far in July, but I think that July is really gonna be a time of growth, self-improvement, learning more about my emotions and how I process change, and I'm really hoping that I can make the most of it. So with that, we have an hour drive ahead of us. I'm so excited now that I've like made the purchase and I've like seen my bank account just like crash. I've accepted it and now I'm really excited. So 53 minutes, let's start driving, and the next time you see me, I will have a pair of headphones. You guys, no way. Do you ever like buy something so expensive and you're just like in shock, and then you get it and you're like, how am I allowed to have this? That's what this feels like. I've never felt so grown up in my entire life. Like, I just drove an hour to the middle of nowhere to pick up these, which, by the way, I bought these completely by myself. It's not like my parents paid for them. I paid for them. So it is a very big girl purchase. Anyways, now that we have these, I'm so freaking excited to try these on. And it's actually perfect. The main reason I wanted these is because I'm gonna go drop Grant off in Santa Barbara. It's a whole thing, but I'm taking a bus home and it's like a 5.5 hour bus ride, and I really wanted the noise canceling for the bus. So now I have those, which is gonna make my trip so much better. Now I have to drive an hour home, but luckily I have this to sip on, because something about me when I'm driving, I need something to sip on, whether it's a coffee, a Diet Coke, water, whatever it is. I just have to sip. It doesn't really matter what it is. So I like to have water with me so that I choose that over like Diet Coke or something. But before I get going, I just wanted to remind you guys that it is a new month, which means you have new opportunities, you have a fresh start, and that you should get after your goals. I wanna take this month extra seriously because it's kind of the last month of summer, depending on how your school works, if you're in school or I don't know, whatever, but at least for me, this is the last month of summer and I wanna make the most of it. So I'm taking this monthly reset very seriously. We are focusing in on our goals, our nutrition, our workouts. We are putting time into what matters. We are not putting time into things that don't matter. And I wanna be intentional with every second that I have. So I wanna remind you guys to get after it this month. Treat yourself to something nice if you have worked hard. And honestly, if you haven't worked hard. Because sometimes when you buy things, it gives you more motivation. Like now, I'm gonna be extra excited to go on my daily walks, stuff like that. So buy yourself a new workout set, buy yourself a cup of coffee, treat yourself to something that's gonna motivate you, and get after it this month. So with that, on a very exciting note, I will see you in the next one.